So I wanted to do a quick video on the No Kings protests that are going on currently across America. Um, the No Kings protesters are rightfully protesting, I guess, what they would call authoritarianism or fascism, and they don't want kings. They're completely correct. But here's the problem I have with them. They are protesting the fascism or authoritarianism they don't want, while regularly supporting fascism and authoritarianism in all the ways that they do want. So really what they are fascists protesting fascism because the fascism isn't the fascism that they want to employ. These are the same people who gleefully went along with COVID lockdowns several years ago. They were happy to lock people in their homes against all advice from the medical establishment up until that point. The CDC, the WHO, all global health authorities had always said don't do lockdowns. They did. There were many court cases showing that those were illegal. Doesn't matter. They all supported that fascism from head to toe. They supported people being arrested for sitting on the beach by themselves in the sunshine, which, by the way, is the best thing you could have done, along with getting exercise and eating healthfully during COVID. They were fine forcing everyone to wear masks, which absolutely do virtually nothing. They were fine forcing people to put experimental drugs into their bodies. These are the same people who regularly say, my body, my choice, and will virtually slit your throat over the abortion issue. They were just fine forcing a needle into your body when they had no idea what was in that. And if you're keeping up with anything, or keeping up with that topic, you know that none of it was what they said it was. And it turns out it's had a very deleterious effect on many, many millions of people around the world. This for a relatively mild virus that was not a threat to children whatsoever, was not a threat to healthy people, and killed a small fraction of what they said it would. A small fraction. We had an 11% increase in global deaths. No, that's an 11% increase in US deaths. Globally, it was way lower. So all of that fascism, the No Kings protesters wanted. Those same No Kings protesters, I'm referring to the left in general now, the left was very anti-tariffs, anti-Trump, the first administration. The tariffs were the first thing they protested about. But as soon as Biden got into office, Biden left all of those same tariffs, and all of these leftists were very happy with that. They had no problem with it whatsoever. They didn't protest Trump. I mean, they didn't protest Biden the way they protested Trump. They don't give a damn about tariffs. It's political. So those same No Kings protesters are very happy having the government have the power to control every single bit of the economy. Everything that any company does, any individual does, any financial institution does, is completely controlled and regulated in very tight parameters by the government. This is the reason we have the economic problems we have. This is what causes inflation, financial crisis, unemployment, poverty, the Great Depression, you name it. It's all man-made. There's no reason for any of it, as other of my videos have and will explain. Those protesters also want 40% of incomes to be stolen by the government through taxes and inflation. They want the government to pick and choose winners. talking about companies now, subsidizing some while punishing others and preventing others from operating at all, often. They're happy with the president starting wars. Wait, what? They're not. They protest, right? The leftists protest wars. No, they used to. They used to protest wars until Obama started 7 wars. Then they were silent. Biden started several wars. They will tell you how going to war in Ukraine, a thing that was lied about from head to toe, is all good and noble, and we need to keep that war going, even though hundreds of thousands or millions are being slaughtered. They're fine with that authoritarian power starting those wars without any approval from Congress. They're upset about Trump being able to execute policies like a king. How can Trump execute these policies all by himself? How does the president have the power to act like a virtual king? Well, Congress and the American voters, including these protesters, have given that power to the president all of these decades, more and more increasingly. So they're all fine with this power. They're fine with this authoritarianism, this fascism, as long as it's for their supposed good aims. They have no problem with fascism. This is a political ploy. That is why these No Kings protesters are disingenuous.